I want to say thank you for joining us again. Richard Amoa is my name. Jide Maxine and Eniton Adebiyi. We're looking at issues around men, around fathers, and quickly I told them what we're going to be discussing. But before then, while we're listening to this music, I think it's something I noted, which is today as a father, how do you handle? Jide, this question to you. How do you handle your underage children coming home with something it's not their worth? And I think you have an example to share with our listeners.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
Number one, the way I was trained,
Yeah.
my father was very strict. So ordinary pencil, I remember one day I came home with about 3 or 4 different pens. My father beat the hell out of me. So that mentality, I still hold it till now. So I will never allow my children to bring home something they cannot account for. What I didn't provide for you. How will you tell me that you have this thing?
But the association, for example, in Benin, some years back, a 16-year-old boy bought a Camry, 16.
This morning, before I got there, I branched after Ogba. I was with a woman. She showed me something on social media.
Yeah.
A child of 14 years old bought Mercedes SUV latest. The car is about 120 million. The guy took the car home. The father said, "Go away, I don't want this car." The street guy, they said, "Don't mind your useless father. Let's celebrate." A 14 years old, DSS3.
But can we say that's what the society is approving today? And as a result of that, the fathers are buying into it. Let me ask Jide as a child right advocate. Can we say this is what society wants for our children to live big? They're looking at the leaders, the senators, the governors, the politicians, just let me put the word together, the way they're living large. Because somebody said that if politicians are not showing example to our children, there's no way our children will become good to the society. Is that right?
Well, that might not be completely right.
Okay.
But the truth still boils down to the fact that, like he said, the home training. And as a matter of fact, I do say this with whole of respect to say that as a parent, scale up and then be able to at least provide. You see, some of these things we are seeing now did not just start now.
Yes.
If you look at the history of that 14-year-old boy, what's the history from the start? What was it like? Because we're always quick to read the story at the top of it. And nobody cares to dig down to actually find out what was the upbringing like. What's the family custom? Some families don't have custom. Anything goes. And that's why we keep having so many unbearable things. So many. I was 18. If I now 18, I was talking about biggest or latest iPhone. And you'll be listening to their conversation and be, hello, what's this conversation like? But because we have lots of absent parents, everybody is busy. So we're too lackadaisical. We are too prone to our work. And nobody cares. So when the thing now escalates, people that, like I said from the beginning, we have some that are just fathers. They are not parents. They just want to pay the bills, go. And some will not even be there. They just want to come at the time of celebration. Don't you know me? I'm your father. And people will start begging, collect him now. You shall train you, I shall bet you. For where, how? But the intentionality has to be, what kind of children do I want to raise? But these days, people just read story. People don't read history.
History. Where it's coming from.
What's the history? Then, because nothing can happen by accident. If your family custom says that whatever they share for you in school, you don't get to eat it until you get home. If that's the custom. And the problem with us with custom is we lack consistency. We lack consistency.
Very right.
Because we will do it for some times, we will take our eye off, and then the child will. But anytime a child is able to have a narrow escape once, the child has had it. You lose it.
Mr. Jide?
So let me
Yeah.
say one of these things.
Okay.
Mr. Enele, let me say this.
Okay.
You are trying to blame the father or the parent.
Sometimes it's not like that. Number one, when you as a father,
Unfortunately, you have some
maybe like 4 or 5 children, and your salary is 20,000.
how will you cope?
Why will even a father? Why will a father that earns 20,000 have 5 children?
Some people
That's the
have more than
question.
that.
Because on this show, I want us to
That
be
is
educating
one
people.
erroneous belief that
believe.
oh God will cater. God doesn't cater for children. You have to
Work
cater
for
for
the
your
year.
children. If you know you cannot, you don't have means, you don't have the wherewithal to cater for
Then
two children.
children.
Have just one.
That's the problem having northwest and northeast today.
That is, you can
yes.
see they are constantly nuisances.
It's not like I'm blamed, but my own part is always that if you look at those children,
Yeah.
if you look at those children,
Yeah.
I don't want to say. I always tell my parents that is your fault. Because really, if you have a child who cannot use his discretion, so whose responsibility to take care of the child?
Okay.
The parents.
Okay.
And then the child who is unable to use his discretion is the parent that will decide. Now I have someone in my estate. He has 7 children. He's riding bike. The man he has run away.
Of course.
I saw one of his child in school today. I was like, the short was really tattered. He was looking unkept. I was like, God, how can I help?
I have a friend.
But the truth is still both on the fact that whatever you have, plan around what you
Exactly.
so that they can be. You will have minimal children out of school.
Out of school.
But everybody just want to. It's really saddening to say that when problem arises, men are the one who always they are the one who pick race.
And because the mom will always be mom.
The mom are always
The
there.
mom, they're always there.
So if that's the case, why can't you just plan?
Okay.
There's no problem with planning.
Did they want to say something quickly?
Okay. Imagine I have a friend. Okay, now we are in July now. By September ending, by around July ending, you will start sending all the friends
SMS. Please assist me for my children's school fees.
get 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. For how long?
Okay, guys.
You just have only one.
Honestly, discussing issue about fathers and men sometimes can be very overwhelming. But like I said, what is going to be, because our time is very, we have few minutes to go right now, so we're still going to talk about this, and that's how to do. I want us to advise men out there about this issue of single mothers. I'm concerned. I don't know why I'm just concerned. Maybe because of what I read on social media every time, the name callings and other stuff. When life meets you, sometimes it's not your making. Sometimes, you understand? And I tell people that I waited for 16-year-old year before I had a daughter, have a child. People won't believe me. And what I went through, all the money I spent, all the money I raised. See, when I see people who are childless, I relate with them a lot because I know what I felt for that 16 years of my life and my marriage. You understand? So when people cast stone on people, I say no. So, Jide, you are the one that I've seen you in so many columns where you follow these discussions. What is your own take about single parenting?
Honestly, they are very good. I must tell you, single parents, they are very good.
Because they
I have a lot of them as friends.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't marry them. They are responsible. I know one.
You can't marry them because you're married.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's
But
it.
they are responsible. But unfortunately, when we generalize things and the ratio.
No. Is it because you are married? If you are not married, can you marry a single mother?
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
They are very good.
Very good.
Consider.
So men should give them chance.
They've seen life.
Yes.
Different
Exactly.
dimensions.
But that's
So they know. Assuming maybe the first marriage that
Put them in that perspective.
Yeah.
They know, okay, I made a mistake there. Okay, let me correct it there. If fortunate to have another man, honestly, that man will enjoy them.
child right advocate. Can we say because men don't want single mother because they don't want to be involved in financial and moral upbringing of the child? Because I always tell people that it doesn't need to be biological to be a parent.
Well, since we are on this part,
Yeah.
it's so sad that nobody talks about single fathers. You're always single mom.
Hmm.
Single mother. Single mother. And we have single fathers that are with acceptance.
Hmm.
And nobody hears anything about it.
Hmm.
However, it all depends on what do you want.
Hmm.
If you cannot fix it,
Hmm.
then don't go in.
Hmm.
Because of course you must be materially ready, you must be manly ready, you must be emotionally ready. It's not a problem, of course, life happens to anybody. However, there's always a saying that when we are 20, we always think we have this peer pressure. Why is my body structure like this? Why is other one like that? And when we are 30, society hit us. Why you are 30, you have not married? What are you doing? See all your mates. And when, unfortunately, when we are 60, when you look back, you actually find out nobody pays attention to you. Nobody's looking at you. So it all depends on you. The you have to be very loud. Nobody pays attention. Everybody just read for pleasure.
Guys, honestly, we cannot end this show without talking to young boys and young men out there right now who are in their 20s. Sometimes I feel like I should bring back the hand of the clock. I should have gotten married maybe 25, even 23, even 25. You know why? Because I don't realize that the life of a man shortens so quick. No, people think it's women. I'm telling you the truth. Why I said that is because the economy, unfortunately, a man who is 25, who think like Kosovo, even our own time, Kosovo, that's what we're saying too. So when are they going to have that money now? So is it not better they meet somebody? For example, I live in Ajegule and I earn 50,000. I shouldn't be looking at a lady who lives in Victoria Island that is driving a car for me to date or marry. I should look for my own size. And you understand? I thought, yeah. Because sometimes what I see this generation do is that they want to go beyond their reach. And unfortunately, they keep trying and trying and trying. But if you get somebody who you are in the church together, you know that is somebody of your class. Why don't you reach and start life? If you are earning 50,000 and he's earning 50,000, you can start something. I tell people, when I got married, I'm still saying it, this were talk. I started with a room apartment with my wife, one room. But today, how many young men will want to start a life with a room with his wife?
Even if they want to.
No, with microphone, please.
Even if they want to, the
Yes.
lady will not.
I can't marry somebody.
That's what I'm saying. No, because you've not meeting your because you've not you've not met your own type.
Exactly.
If you meet your own type, he will go with you.
Definitely.
And what do you think, Jide?
You're right. Let me say this.
Yeah.
If you want to marry,
Yeah.
as a young person, marry your friend. Look for somebody, a friend. Up till now, I can say it. I have a friend, a married woman.
Yeah.
We started as far back as 1988. Our friend still exists today.
Okay.
The husband knows me, the children knows me. We are still very close. Because she loved me. But unfortunately,
It could not work out.
it couldn't work out.
So, what are you saying about this?
Well, let me talk like a Gen Z.
Yeah.
That-
That you are.
So basically, young guys, go hard work, go work, set yourself up first.
Okay.
Set yourself up first.
How long are they going to do that?
It doesn't matter how long. The
Legitimately.
thing is,
So even
if you are able to say, this is my capacity, this is my territory, then you work within what you have.
You see, there's one question I didn't ask you guys because of time. Maybe we're going to have a second leg to this. Because our parents make some mistake growing up. And what are the mistakes with our mothers? And a lot of that mistake, some of us, they're not correcting it today. That's the one to say some of the mistake our parents did. When our... Let me leave for another topic. It's a major topic.
No, go ahead.
No.
But
Let me finish.
so like, in that regard,
Yeah.
if you're able to set up yourself
Yeah.
and then define what you want.
You see, I keep asking you, if you say set up yourself, a man is 40, 35, he's still living with his parents. And he's earning, let's say, 50,000, 60,000. And you are telling me that you cannot get a lady who earns about the same time and they can start life?
They can.
So
So but what I'm saying, if that is your own definition, everybody has the level.
but what we have today is they want to grab a car, they want to grab a flat.
Saying that everybody should define what they want.
Oh, girl.
Because the truth is, the pressure is there, quite alright.
Okay.
But the pressure can be minimized if everybody stand up for themselves.
Okay. Because of time, what I'm going to ask right now is that because I want us to end in just, because a lot of young people are listening to us right now. Are we saying that they should sew their clothes according to the size of the clothes or according to their own size?
According to their own size.
So are you saying, okay, women right now, young girls are listening to us right now, they should keep demanding and live big where they know that there's nothing on?
No. You can't, what you don't have, you can't
Can't give.
That's life.
Okay.
So, but it's just unfortunate that somebody who is undergraduate, hiring somebody who is a PhD, you are collecting 50,000. Somebody is PhD is collecting 250,000. You are not on the same level. So, if you want to collect 250, go get your PhD, then you can activate 250.
Guys, that's where we're going to end the show today. Don't forget, Editor Adebiyi is a student of PhD. And so you understand why I got to use that analogy. I want to say to Mr. Ajide Maxine, thank you. He's a social commentator, my friend and my brother. Guys, I want to say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm going to quote you again, my PhD student. He said, if you can't fix it, don't go in.
Don't put in the ring.
Don't put in the ring. Another one is, what you want is your value. Plan and plan. That's what we're going to end today, guys. Don't forget, next week, hopefully too, I'll be here. If I'm not here, I might replay this very this topic again because I really love it and I want those of you who just listen by the side and didn't so that you can take time again to listen to it again. You can join me on our YouTube. It's King Richard Talk. We are streaming live right now, so everything I've discussed today is in there. King Richard Talk on YouTube, guys. You're going to get it live. Once again, thank you to everyone and to all the interns in the house. To my producer, Baba Chelsea Olumide, they're doing very well. Hopefully, PSG or Real Madrid will beat them at the final so that the street can be quiet. So everyone, I want to say thank you, guys. We love you. And again, good news to Arsenal. We're buying
quality players.
And I just scared that we are meeting Man U.
No. I'm not for Man U. You know, I told you I'm starting a live program.
Okay.
I'm going to be fair to all.
Okay, bye bye. Guys, enjoy your day. Bye.
Thank you.